going on, everybody? Welcome to Bro Talk, a spot where real men kick back, speak up, and keep it all the way 100. Hosted by the committee. We're talking about the stuff that most folks are too shy, too proud, or too scared to bring up. From the everyday grind to the heavy mental battles, from dating disasters to daddy duty, nothing is off limits. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C with the committee or
What's
presenting
happening?
Bro. There's been a lot going on this week in the news with a lot of different things going on that made me think about the moral compass and the moral aptitude and where we are as a culture, as a society, as a community, as a world. Where is um the moral compass? We know it's there, but where is it? Fellas.
I mean, I feel for me, like it's kind of like that moral compass for me is like it's changed over the years, right? So back when I was younger, it was more about taking care of myself, keeping my blinders on. Hey, I'm not worried about anything else anybody else is kind of doing. As long as I'm good, as long as my family good, we straight, right? As I grew up and I matured, and I mean, I guess you could say my lifestyle changed as well. So now that started going from being very self centric, very in my own family thing to something more broader, right? I wanted to ensure that people are more taken care of. I want to make sure that if I'm doing good, I want others to do good, right? I mean, it just developed into that more of a, I guess, nurturing type deal. I guess I mean that might be the wrong word, but more like I'm not singled out on myself. I'd rather a community and a group of folks all succeed, and we all can succeed together and live our life together, right? In happiness and enjoying the finer things and stuff like that. So when we talk about the moral compass, you sit down, you wonder, it's like, well, did some people just not mature? Did some people just are they just so stuck in their ways, or did their life just not provide them any benefits to kind of get uh, more thought about helping others, or more thought about being more than what you can do with just your inside your home, right? Um, and some people, I mean, I don't know. It's weird to me. I mean, because I've been exposed to different environments. I've been exposed to a lot of different people and personalities and cultures and everything else. To a point where a lot of the stuff I do and a lot of stuff I say just ain't for me. And it's not I don't feel like I have any selfishness. I want to take care of and help everybody. So when you talk about the moral compass, like a lot of people look, my true north is nurturing. My true north is making sure that the folks I care about are being taken care of, being taken care of as well. Um, I don't know how great that sounds or how not great, but either way, that's kind of like where what kind of helps me when I'm making a decision, or when I see something, or when I hear something, or if there's anything that's going on that I'm like, dang, that ain't right. And maybe I should say something. And it's a lot easier to do now than I'd say 20 years ago, when it was just kind of like, man, as long as I can eat, as long as I can put some polo shirts on and jeans, I'm good. But now it's different. Now it's like,
Yeah.
what y'all think?
What you got, E?
I mean,
I think morals are taught when you're young from your parents, and children mimic what they see, repeat what they hear. So a lot of morals are taught when we're younger. I think when we get to a certain age, as G was saying, and you experience a lot of things in life, then you start to really understand what they are. Um, and you start to apply them to your life. And I don't think people are being taught things morally. I don't think people are taught that you open the door for older people, or if you're sitting on sitting somewhere and an old lady come in or old man come in, you hop up and let them have your seat. or if you see a woman carrying bags, you assist. I don't think we're being taught like that. You know, babies raising babies, as they say. You know, most of the parents pretty much still the same mindset as their kids. So morals, or I mean,
Yeah.
those are pretty much things of the past. Unless I mean, it depends on how we looking at it. Um, in our area, in our circumference, we still stick to things. We still raise our kids certain ways, but the media portrays that, it's not a lot of stuff could be happening, but the way that they portray it, it seems like it's happening a lot. But if we go outside, we really ain't seeing it going down like that. But we do know that these are some different kids, teenagers. They way different. Corey and myself, we in the school systems, and stuff they do, and when they do it, they look on their faces as if they really don't have no clue about what they doing. Like, this is what I'm supposed to do. So I just really think that parents ain't teaching no more. They want to blame everybody else for what their kids doing and what their kids are not doing, and they don't wanna step up and do what they're supposed to do. So morals are not being taught anymore, and this is where we're at.
Um, for me, I think it has a lot to do with the choices that we make, um, and how those choices have consequences. Like when we were in back to East Point, when we were growing up, every choice we made had a consequence, and our parents instilled in us what those consequences were. And not only did those consequences come from my parents, they came from, our neighbors. It came from, other family members. There was a whole group of people that were responsible for us. Fast forward, the invention of the smartphone basically just threw everything into disarray. Because now, instead of helping that old lady that just fell, or somebody grabbed a purse, or the lady with lupus got jumped, people pull out their phones and record it instead of calling 911. Everybody's looking for the next thing to go viral, and being the person responsible for it going viral. So I think our choices kind of have gotten jacked up based on what society has deemed as acceptable. And then in addition to that, look at where our entertainment comes from. If you look at every romance movie that you basically have seen, just about, the romantic part is basically somebody cheating. Like the most romantic, like what's so romantic is cheating. Like how is cheating okay? Um our music today, drill rap. How is that cool? How is that even a thing to be rapping about killing your op and going to pee on his grave? And this song is mega viral and has more views than four positive brothers talking about things going on in the world today, trying to give people PSAs. It really is how society has really taken morals and flipped them on its head and say what used to be moral to do is now not something that is just moral to do. I mean, case in point, another thing that's just what we consider to be something just awesome to do. If your first date, you bring flowers, right? Now, if you go on the first date and you bring flowers, you liable to get your video recorded saying, "Look at this lame client," you know what I'm saying? "Look at this lane bringing flowers to this date." You know what I'm saying? So it's like the things that we were raised on that we knew and understood were just the right thing to do, or just a gentlemanly thing to do, or just a human thing to do, is now basically deemed as corny, or it's just not cool to be done at this point in time anymore. To
Mm.
what you think?
So something that I heard a moment ago about the community and everybody playing a part in your upbringing, right? There's no such thing as community anymore. I think communities have been
infiltrated.
have transitioned
Yeah.
into some migrant,
Hmm.
right? I'm in the bridge, back in the bridge, back in the house that I grew up in, where I could stand in my front yard and know everybody within a 2 mile radius, right? Now I might know the person across the street. Maybe I know my neighbor. You know what I'm saying? And we go into subdivisions. How cordial are we with our neighbors in our neighborhoods now? You know what I mean? And then I look at some other things too, to your point, right? We don't want anybody saying anything to our kids anymore.
Yep.
Yup.
That's the key.
Anybody.
That's it right there.
True.
That's it.
Anybody. I mean, I'm
Yup.
talking a grandmother can't say anything to her grandchild.
Yep.
Yup.
A uncle
Hmm.
can't say anything to his niece or his nephew. Like people people, there's violence that are more present at kid birthday parties than a daggum Power Ranger. People bring guns to kid parties. Family
Yep.
members are shooting family members over who got the last cupcake, man. Like so it the community is no longer able to be the community. As an educator, man, as a teacher, I've been doing this thing almost 20 years. Like I had to say something to a kid on last week. Like I had to call him over to the school resource officer and just let him know that I'm 46 years old. There's nothing that we have in common as a 16-year-old kid. I'm not on that level. And if you're on a 46-year-old man's level, then you're in the wrong place, my partner. And I had to just let him know where I was. Like I'm not, you know, it's gotten to the point to where you gotta understand the boundary. We talk about the moral compass, the boundaries have moved. Oh, ain't no, BT update out of bounds. Everybody living out of bounds now, man.
Hey, but
Everybody.
this our fault though. This our generation. These our kids.
But
So
so
so so
so
so so whatever for whoever the kids
I'm not
decided that they didn't like their
I'm not gonna take
childhood, they was
responsibility.
gonna do their kids different. This is why we're here
I'm
now.
not gonna take responsibility for that. I'm not gonna take responsibility for what somebody else did. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not gonna do that.
I think our generation bears, as a generation, we bear some of the
Yeah.
responsibility, but probably not all
Yeah,
of it,
all of it.
but some of it, because I do think part of what we did was when we were raising our kids, we sat them down in front of computers, and instead of and tablets, because if I see it today that they're putting a tablet in their baby's hand. And instead of taking that kid and actually showing them how to do something with their hands, like how to use these things, um,
Well, you
we
can't
don't we
you
but I just think that we as a generation tried to do what our parents couldn't do for us by
Yeah,
handicapping
what we
our
wanted.
kids. Yeah, I think we handicap our kids by trying to do too much for them instead of we don't let our kids fight it out. They don't fight no more.
so so so
If our
so
kids get in a fight, I'm going up to the school and fighting everybody up there.
so
That's a
so
parent.
so so as a parent, for me, right? No, my kids didn't grow up the way that I grew up. No, my kids didn't have to do the things that me and Trap had to do on Saturday mornings. However, it was my father's responsibility to make my life better than the life that he had. And it is my responsibility as the father of my 2 kids to make their lives better than the way that I had it growing up. Now there are certain things that come with that. So
Yeah.
it's not a point of being, the silver spoon being in their mouths. Um,
But that's
but I
you.
I do no. I do believe that I was supposed to do better than my pops
Hmm. I
because my
agree.
pops wanted me to do better than he did and had it better than he had it. Like my dad graduated high school, but my dad was picking cotton.
Hmm.
Now my cotton was going to the woods and cutting trees down and cutting firewood. My kids are their cotton is gonna be these grades and making sure I'm not gonna let you settle for what I went through in high school. I got by in high school with
But
a
let me cut you
three
out
three.
there. Doing good and being good is two different things. You see what I'm saying?
bu-
Your kids may do better than you, or
So
you may do better. You may do better than your dad, but your dad is a good man morally. So that goes further than
and I
just doing. So
as a
so
mile and
so
and
I
I'm
think
and I'm,
I think that's what
I'm
happened.
instilling
We pushed our
I'm
kids.
instilling those same things. I'm instilling those same things into my son because not only does he have my name, he got my daddy's last name. To your point. So every time that you leave this house, just know that you got it 10 times harder than everybody else in that building because people still know who Corey Sims is. And then don't let them find out that Lil Mar Sims is your granddaddy. He still got it now. And I've instilled that in him. I tell people all the time, I got some of the most beautiful human beings on earth. Like sometimes I don't even know if I can take credit for the type of people that my kids are because
We
of
we we we
where I
all
came
do.
from.
We all got some beautiful kids. G got some
So
beautiful kids. But the difference is we got morals from people that gave us morals to be able to pass them
right,
on. Most people ain't got morals,
Some
so
people
they're
ain't
not
got that.
passing nothing on.
That's
right,
So that's
that's
the
right.
it.
issue.
That part.
So our kids ain't
That
the
part.
only kids in the world. They got to go out and go with people that's unmoral. So we have to teach them to be able to adapt. So what happens with that? Our our
So
relief was we was able to go outside and play. You had to go out and play, had to go out and make friends. You had to go out and create these. Now they just online. They're not interacting. They're not meeting people. They're not able to handle and deal with issues,
Conflict resolution. They have zero
conflict resolution
in conflict resolution.
because they have no interaction. Like
Hmm.
I mean my dad I can't remember how many times my dad throwed the football with me. Uh 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 played baseball with me. He wasn't that type of daddy. We done worked on some cars together. We done did all type of stuff. But we were able to go out and play with each other, learn
yeah.
how to, learn
Yeah.
how to grow and be and just develop. They're not developing, man. It's all online. Then when they come, it's like
I
everybody's
agree
in
with
their
that.
own world, and it's crazy, man. And it's our fault for wanting better, thinking that we were better, what we were gonna do was gonna be better than the people before us, and we dropped the ball. That's just the
Yeah, I
truth.
mean, it makes sense, especially what he's saying. It's like when we was out playing, if somebody busted their knee, we were gonna figure out how to fix them or get them home or do something else. But I think right now, if all kids, the kids went out today and somebody hurt themselves, somebody pull out a damn phone and just start recording them. Ain't nobody gonna help them get to the house. Ain't nobody, because we had to figure it out because we knew if we got home, somebody's gonna get their butt torn up.
Gee, a flat tire,
You
everything they
see,
bike
so
broke. We swapping tires on
so
bikes.
yeah.
We they don't
Definitely up
have
with
that.
what he was saying is like you don't have that interaction amongst individuals, and then even on top of that, like the morals that come along. Like, cause each one of them kids, when we was back in the day, we had a certain way we thought about things and how we figured out how to, get stuff done right. And we all had like mind, cause you didn't have friends if you weren't like, right? Your friends were just like you, and you had that same thought process, and all our parents were kind of the same. They were strict, they were doing this,
Yep.
they were doing that. Now, from what he's saying, is like, hey, you don't get that how them parents were acting because they on the phone playing Fortnite or they doing some kind of interaction where they don't even meet that other parent ever, right? And we all been over everybody else's house. Yeah, every one of our parents has seen each one of us somewhere, sometime in a house, eating lunch and eating dinner, just coming by. There was never no, hey, I'm just gonna ride by, I'm just gonna grab Corey. Nah, I had to get out,
You gotta
go
get
say
out.
hey to mama, go say hey
Mhm.
to dad. And then it's like, hey, what y'all doing? Hey, this is where we going. And
Yep.
then we out. There was no, hey, see, jump in. No, C ain't going nowhere.
I,
So,
this
yeah.
another part. This another part. So back in the day, if we got into a fight, got beat up, you either fought that person the next day, or y'all made up and y'all were friends again, and you moved on from it. Now, if you get in a fight, you got to worry about somebody coming and shooting you. You got to worry about somebody's parents
Yeah.
coming down the street making a big fuss, and now they don't got to shoot. It's like the police officer who got into it with her boyfriend, um, and called the boyfriend's dad, and the dad comes over to talk to his son, and something happens, and now next thing you know, the dad's dead. Like, where's the conflict
For real?
resolution part go? Like, just like what G said, if we were outside playing and Corey fell and cut his leg, after Corey got his leg, got a band-aid on his leg and everything, cried a little bit, he gonna come back outside, we gonna keep playing. Like, the toughness there was instilled in us because we knew that we could live through just about everything. It was gonna take a lot to keep us down back in the day. It's not there anymore. The computer part, the cell phone part, the tablet part, it took toughness out of our kids, and now they think conflict resolution is what they see when they play the video game, like how or they when they watch anime, like how they see Naruto beating up this and this. They think that stuff they can do that stuff in real life. Like a gun and shooting somebody is not gonna solve your problem. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-uh.
Listening to I'm telling you, I can't stand the rap today. I can't stand it. Most terrible thing I ever heard in my entire life. But there are kids out there that think they emulate that. They think that that's real life, man. They think that
Hey
that's
man, I
what they
tell
they are supposed to do.
hey man, I tell dudes all the time they walk around rapping somebody else's song like, bruh, that ain't you.
That's
That
all
ain't
they
it. Hey,
do. The headphones on.
you need
Headphones,
to
yeah.
pick up and pick a different song. Like,
Exactly. Do something different with your life, man. Move a little
you can't,
different.
Hey, the other thing
man, you
too,
can't be
and the
hard
other
rapping
thing too,
somebody else's lyrics, bro. It ain't
it go back to
as much as I love Tupac,
Couldn't
there's
be him.
nothing. I can't. My mama wouldn't kill me if I had Thug Life tatted on my chest. Like, man, what?
Mm,
Hey, I think it go back to the thing as well. A lot of people ain't nobody been punched in the face before.
Man, boy. Man, how do you respond to
Hey,
that? Concussion
exactly.
protocol.
Yes. You see what I'm saying? And that's where that you get a moral compass really quick when you get popped
Man,
in the mouth.
boy,
mhm.
ringing in your ear, man.
So
Man,
that may be one of them ones. Like, hey, a lot of people they loose with the lips because they ain't never been popped in one.
hey,
See,
what
they
they
So
had no
say?
real whooping. They had
Yeah,
no
no
real
real
The
whooping.
whooping. There
diff-
you go.
Getting popped,
Boy, I
spanked
said
on the
that the other
hand.
day. I said that the other day.
You think how
That
you
that little
imagine
dude,
imagine mentally how it was when you had to go get your own switch and you knew you was finna get a
bro.
whooping.
Listen,
So you was like, it was
listen.
psychological. Like you got to pick the right switch
Man,
because
listen.
if it's
Mhm.
too small, That
You
means
gonna
that
get.
they got to go get it. So
Mm-hmm.
you
You
got
got
to
to pick
pick
the
the
right
one
one.
that gonna hurt but ain't gonna hurt. Oh, do you know how confusing it was?
Let me ask you. Let me ask y'all a question on
What'd
another
you
level.
have?
So we,
What'd you have, Corey? I
so
heard you about to
I,
say something.
so I got this is to where Eric headed is where what I told little buddy last week in school. What I told him he need a paddling. I told him to 2 legs will change your attitude.
Yo.
So my question is, why? I don't even know what I want my question to be. Why? What was the issue? Yeah, that's my question. What was the issue with paddlers and why they,
Everybody
like, what was
Parents
stop
the
doing
issue?
it.
didn't. Parents didn't feel
Everybody
like.
go whoop their kid.
No, exactly that.
For
And
what?
parents didn't feel like the school had the right to discipline their kids that way. That
But,
they felt like that
but
was
what?
something they were supposed to do. Hmm?
But what parents though? What parents particularly? Because so this
Uh,
one. Wait. Wait. So the reason I'm asking that is I don't know about G. I don't know about G. I can't speak for G, but I will speak for the other 3 rascals on here, or other 3, including myself. All of us got patterned in school at some point in time. It probably in middle school,
middle school.
right? As 12, 13, 14 years old, or however old you are, right?
Hmm.
So at what point? And I remember even when we were in high school, Mr. Johnson had one in his office.
Yeah, he did.
I didn't get one in
I
high
remember
school.
hearing about that joker.
And I
Huh?
remember in middle school. I don't remember at high school they had the paddle.
They had one.
He had it there. I don't know if he
Yeah,
ever used it, but he
buddy.
had it. He had it for 100% sure he had it.
Mr. Wimberly got me,
So
and I was okay with the paddling because I know he knew my mama now, and I didn't want it to get back to them. I was like,
yup.
I just give me the paddling and
When
let
they
me
were
go on
gonna get
about
back,
my
they sent the paperwork in there. They sent the paperwork out.
Uh-huh.
They called. They called
They
and said,
called,
"Hey,
yeah.
Corey's in my office, and he's gonna get a paddling." My mom didn't have to come down and be no witness. My mom, like, the secretary
Ain't had
was
to
the
take off for
witness.
work, none.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I don't even really want to go home because what this little bit that you just
Yeah,
did
the paddle bring a whooping.
ain't gonna. Yeah, it ain't gonna bounce. It ain't gonna amount to nothing that my
Yeah.
mama gonna do.
And
No,
the
but
paddling
But
don't
it's
even.
listen,
the paddling is like that's a preparation. That gets you ready for when you get home or what you got coming next. But
But that ain't it.
I was just glad my mama didn't have to come up there. I just give me the paddling because if she come up there, it's gonna be even worse. So just let
But
me
you
go ahead
can't
and get the
paddle these
paddling.
kids. They be done did something to the teacher, but
Yeah, yeah.
Well, wait though. They no, they wouldn't. They wouldn't, cause they ain't built like that.
The
man,
I
listen.
parents.
think
They.
I do
So
know
what would
this.
happen to these? So what would happen to these kids? They would never leave the office. Once they got them 2 legs and they got to cry, and it ain't nowhere, but it ain't nothing in this
right
world
there.
that's strong like that piece of wood, boy.
Do you know? Do you know how many?
But
Do you
that's
know
why
how many news stations would be at these schools if they would
Mhm.
paddling these kids with these mamas and these
Put
emails to the
corporal punishment
board? And
back.
man, no, these
but
kids ain't built for that.
it goes back to though, like that would change so many problems that we're having in school.
Nah,
Uh-huh.
It wouldn't be no such no bullies.
the
It wouldn't be
paddling
no
not gonna change. It's gonna be the parents.
you
The paddling didn't. The paddling is not what helped us. It's the fact that our parents
you
was gonna
crazy.
get them too,
You
and they
crazy.
supported the paddling.
You crazy.
If
The
you're not gonna
paddling
support the
changed my
paddling,
life.
if you're not gonna support the
I don't know
paddling at
what
the
you
house, if you get in trouble at school and you go home and don't nothing happen to you, guess what's gonna happen when you go back to school? You're gonna get in trouble again. But if you get in trouble at school and then you go home and get in trouble, that's when you learn your lesson. The paddling at school ain't gonna change. We just gonna be getting
ain't no
paddling just cause
it ain't
they gonna throw the
it ain't no way.
disciplinary note away. I take them 3 licks
It ain't no
just to
way.
go back in class and act a fool again.
Them dudes, them dudes that went to school with you ended up quitting school in the 8th grade.
Not cause of no
They
paddling.
didn't even come. What? Why?
Not cause of no
They got
paddling.
tired of that. They
They
didn't
just
live.
stopped
They
coming
didn't
because
live on the. You can't
Now
tell
some
me
they
one somebody you grew up with that lived on the paddle. Like, yeah, go ahead. It ain't nobody. You can't name me nobody. They said, yeah, I'm finna go get some
I
more.
got, I my cousin stayed
Name
getting
one.
paddling. James Hill.
Who?
he
Yeah.
Exception
stayed
to the
getting
rule.
paddling. He
Boot.
got a paddle.
Exception to the rule.
Boot. I've seen Boot get some paddling.
He getting hit in the wrong spot. He should have been popped in the head.
It ain't just the paddling, man. It was gonna come after the paddling. You gonna get in trouble when you get home. So that fear it in the paddling. But these kids ain't getting in trouble. Ain't nothing happening when they go to the house. I even see
That's the
special
thing.
ed kids acting up. I
But
see special ed kids acting up
Yeah.
in class, and then I can see them with their parents, and it be two different kids.
Mhm.
You wouldn't even believe it. Be in school clowning though. Teacher won't touch them, and they just throwing death. But you see them, they just so it's all about the parenting.
I could agree. I could agree with that for sure.
you
Like
know,
I ain't never got no spanking. I ain't never got no paddling at school.
Yeah,
But
I
I
know.
heard it. That was enough for me. If I heard that joker like in that hallway, I was like, nah, no.
I got enough to
Damn,
do.
my
I
butt was
got
too damn skinny. I would've went flying down the damn hall. Folks would've been clowning me. They're like, damn, G got hit by that damn paddle.
that nigga
He
went
went to
fly.
like so-and-so's room all the
nah,
way down the hall.
nah.
So nah.
Miss Anna would grab your
Mm-mm.
she would grab your belt loop in the back. She'd take her finger and she would put it in your belt loop and
See?
pull your pants
Pro.
up so
Pro.
you couldn't bust slack or nothing, and so it would just be straight booty cheeks. And she say, bend over and touch your ankle, and she gonna go 3. And if you jump, fall, that's another one. So you gotta just sit there and just take it. Gotta just take it,
Hey.
bro. And
Yeah,
she look like
there's
she
He
no.
had the
enjoyed it too.
procedure down. He just had it down.
I think it also has to do with what these kids come home to. Because as a lot of these kids come home and there are no parents at home. Like both
There
parents are
you
working
go.
and working late. So they're coming home and
There
they're
you
basically
go.
having to fend for themselves.
I ain't seen.
So there
I
is
ain't
no
seen.
discipline at
Lord,
home.
I ain't seen.
Yeah.
I ain't seen. Don't know what going on.
Don't know what's going on. And you know what? Idle hands are devil playground. So
And
they ain't got nothing
then
else to
they
do
say,
but get
well,
in trouble.
and then the parents say, well, why ain't nobody told me? Lady, we been calling you for
Been
6
calling
weeks.
Exactly.
letters home.
The
Let us never
email
make it to the
wrong,
table. Yep.
wrong address wrong. Like, how we
Staple it to
supposed to
his
get in
shirt
touch
though.
with you?
If you staple a note to his shirt, she'll come up there and show out.
Who does
Yeah.
that though? Like then nobody's. They don't. I don't know if if you can even do that anymore. They staple a note
Yeah,
to the back of their shirt.
you
No.
can't touch no key here. All right, man. So the committee, we appreciate you guys tuning in tonight, and allowing us to share, our thoughts and our opinions and our experiences. We hope that you stay locked in. And once again, if you don't have a committee, find you one. This is C tuning out. Until the next one. Peace.
Peace.